Okay, everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we have a certified refurbished PlayStation 5. And as you can see from the box, this should be the older model PS5s. So the CFI 1000 series. Now, I don't know if this one's a 1000 or 1100 or 1200. As far as I could tell, there were no indications on the actual box itself. I think on the regular retail boxes, or at least for the new ones, it would say the model number somewhere here. But yeah, I guess the first thing to note right away is that first off, these certified refurbished consoles have their own special box, and it says certified refurbished, and then it has the outline of the console and the controller. This box is actually slightly bigger than the retail boxes for the, I guess at the time when this version of the PS5 was new, than those new boxes. It's slightly bigger. You're gonna have to trust me on this because I can't fit a second box in the frame. I do have one, so maybe I'll toss that in later. I guess we'll see. But yeah, so taking a look at the box, this is what it looks like from the front. And then as you can see, they took away the 8K denotion. I think they did that sometime this year, early last year. I'm not too sure, but yeah, only 4K 120 and then HDR. And we can see from the side here. Okay, so as you can see, the contents here, PlayStation 5 certified refurbished, wireless controller, certified refurbished as well. Comes with a base HDMI cable, AC power cord, USB cable, and then the printed manuals and Astro's Playroom. So pretty much everything that came with a new PS5, this certified refurbished console comes with, so you're not really missing out on anything. And you also get the 1-year warranty because this is straight from Sony. So if you live in a country that has PlayStation Direct, you will be able to purchase this directly from Sony. I don't think any third parties will be selling this version, at least, you know, with a box and warranty and everything, refurbished consoles. Yeah, so let's see from this side, just got another silhouette of the console, the controller. Yep. Okay, so flipping it around, or actually from the top here, we have some warnings here. I don't think we got these warning labels, especially at the top of the box on the older, or I guess the older PS5s. So let's see what else we got here. Okay, so now looking at the back side of the box here, looks almost exactly like the back side of the box of the new PS5. As you can see, it's 825 gigabyte model. Yeah, so pretty interesting. We have both languages, so we have French and English here for North America. Yeah, still no indication of model number. That is interesting, so I'll be curious to see which model I actually have here. I wonder if it'll be a launch day version or one of the updated models from the past. Okay, so from now, I guess we'll just go straight into getting this open. All right, so now we're at the top of the box here. Everything is pretty much the same as a new PS5 at the era, at the time, I suppose. Okay, so we got our first look at the controller, power cord, and then the USB cable should be here. Yep, looks good. We got our printed manuals as stated, and then underneath here should be the base. Yeah, and the HDMI cable. Okay, cool. And it's the regular Sony HDMI 2.1 cable, it looks like. So that's nice. And the base, I guess I'll get to that soon. So let's see what version of the console we got. Lift this up out of here. Kind of hard to do this with one hand. Might have to do another cut here. We'll see. Okay, so we got to a box within a box, and then in this cutout here, it has the SN of and the model number of the one that I have specifically. So I won't show that, but there is a box within a box. There's actually two boxes within a box, so one for the accessories and then one for the console itself. It used to not be like that. It used to be that you would just get the cartons underneath the accessory box. But anyway, Sony's boxing the actual console as well, inside the main box. So I actually have a 1200 model, so I guess that's good news because that is the newest version of the old style of PS5, which means that this is the revision that gets the 6 nanometer processor, or SoC I should say, rather than the original 7 nanometer one. So this should be running cooler and using less energy. Yeah, should be pretty good. Let's take this out. Okay, so I took the PS5 out of that packaging, and let's take a look first off at the ports here. This is upside down right now. But okay, so from the top here, Kensington lock, we have the fans here. Looks like there's a little bit of, a little bit of dust just straight out of the box. It's kind of interesting, but no real issues here. I guess what's nice and kind of surprising is that, okay, you can see a little bit of scuffing around the HDMI port, which, you know, is pretty common when you go to hunt to connect the HDMI in the back of the console. But there's like no scuffs at all, at least on mine, for the USB, Ethernet, and even the power. So that's pretty interesting. There is a slight little scratch here. I'm not exactly sure what that's from, but yeah. So let's, oh yeah, you can see the heat pipes through there. No major dust or anything. It looks like everything cleaned pretty well. This is upside down, but yeah. Oh, and then you also got this interesting sticker that says, let me put everything right side up. How about? Okay, so we have a certified refurbished sticker from PlayStation. That's kind of cool, I guess. Interesting. I don't know if that area of the console is like, you know, if this is like a tamper resistant sticker. I'm not too sure, though it could be, but I guess we'll find out later. And let's look at the front. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so as you can see, and how the light shines across the front of this console, this has certainly been buffed. As you remember, I guess even with the current generation PS5s, the front plastic here is like this piano black that's super glossy, but it's actually not glossy at all on this certified refurbished model, because it's just been buffed to oblivion. There were probably some scratches, you know, maybe lighter, heavier scratches on this when it was probably received by Sony somehow. But yeah, okay, very, very, very interesting. But let's test the buttons. Okay, power button is nice and clicky. Disk eject is also perfectly fine. But yeah, so I'm assuming this will be the case for most, if not all, of the refurbished consoles. You will get a buffed out, non-glossy piano black trim. I guess I can't really call it piano black, it's just black now. But okay, so that's what the console looks like overall for the price of $400 as compared to $500. So you're getting $100 off right here with the warranty. This is looking pretty good. I think next I'm gonna take off the plates and just see what's going on with the inside. Like, let's see the fans, let's see if there's any scuffs or scratches on the inside of the console itself, see what the disk drive is looking like and all that. But yeah, first impressions are pretty good, I was certainly pleased with the ports looking nice and fresh overall. Everything looks pretty great, of course minus the scuffing. But yeah, the plates themselves look completely brand new. I haven't seen a single scuff or mark anywhere on here. Pardon the poor lighting. Gotta work on that. But yeah, so everything overall looks really good. I don't think anybody will be disappointed with getting a refurbished model. But let's get to opening this up. All right, so I have taken off both sides, both covers. Looking into the fan, everything looks really clean. It looks like it might even just be a new fan itself. I'm not too sure about that. Don't quote me, but there's like zero dust in there. And also zero dust on the venting holes here where you would vacuum out from. Also on the power supply side. Pretty interesting. Yeah, so because this is a 1200 model, there are more revisions here, and also the heatsink is a little bit smaller than the original 1000 and 1100 series. But also this console uses less energy, about 10% less or so. But yeah, looks really good. It looks essentially brand new. Here's the connector for the fan. Again, yeah, this side of the fan as well looks really clean, looks really good. There is your SSD expansion, no issues there. The screw looks good. It's not stripped or anything, so could be new. I really don't know. Disk drive itself also looks great. Nothing to complain about here. I don't think I'm going to go through with opening it anymore, but yeah, looks really good. I think the last thing I'll do is just power it on, give it a test with a game, and see how that disk drive spins up and how it performs. So, yep. Almost forgot to take a look at the controller here. Looks brand new. There's no smudges or anything on the joysticks, nothing on the buttons. I tested out all the buttons too, they feel great. Let's see if this one is a newer model. It is. So ZCT1WA revision. Okay. As far as I can tell, this looks brand new. It is refurbished, but it looks excellent. I have yet to confirm if there's any stick drift, of course, but I would be incredibly surprised if they shipped something like that. But it looks great. No issues with the port as well. Everything is super clean. Overall, very pleased. All right, so now for powering everything on. Okay, so starting off with the first power up, everything's connected in the back. We have boot. Nice and quiet. Looking good. All right, so lastly, we are moving forward with inserting a game disc, being Ghost of Tsushima, and let's see how that goes. Okay. Okay, spinning up. Sounds good. No issues. Very pleased.